All right, so we're going to take you through a breakdown of the different equipment we have with the VALD testing. So the first one we're going to go through is the force decks, okay, which are a force plate system. Essentially, they're fancy scales, so we can use it to jump up and down. We can use it to assess your squat. We can use it to assess your balance. We can look at some metrics like jump height and how quickly you can get off the ground. And this is really used for either your gen pop who just wants to have a look at their squatting pattern and their compensatories, or you can use it for an injury return to play. So the next piece of equipment we're going to look at from the VALD performance technology is the dynamo. This is a tool we use to assess someone's peak force, so their strength. So if you have a general population and you come in with a shoulder pain, you're seeing me as a physio, we can use it to assess someone's shoulder strength. Okay, we can use it to look at deltoids, we can use it to look at individual muscle groups, and then we can compare that side to side. If there is a weakness in specific muscles, we can then use that to develop programs moving forward, so we can be very individualized with how we rehab someone back to sport. The third piece of equipment we're going to go through is the force frame. Essentially, the force frame is an advancement of the dynamo. Okay, so you've got 6 dynamos within one system. The key thing here is that we can test multiple muscle groups all in one testing session, so it speeds up the time, but we also use it to test someone's peak force. We can look at asymmetry side to side, just like the dynamo, and we can also use it to justify our return to play. All right, so the fourth piece of equipment we use here at PhysXrehab is the ISO rack. So from a general population perspective, we can use it to test someone's peak force or their maximal strength within a squat and a deadlift, okay? And this can relate to moving furniture, it can relate to lifting kids from the floor, it can relate to groceries, okay, which are very functional movements. We can also use it from a return to play perspective, so we use it to assess someone's ability to generate maximal force, okay? So it's essentially a 1RM, but in a safer position. So we use it to test someone's peak force.